Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So today's video is about my quarterly favorites. So basically today we're going to talk about my favorite products in the last quarter. It's from December 2019 to February 2020. I know you guys are gonna ask why it's not from January to March, but it's from December to February. Well, that's very simple because I started my channel in December 2019. It's been 3 months. I was thinking of doing monthly favorites. However, I figured I don't do makeup every day, so it does take me longer to try out the products. And the skincare products do take a longer time to try out to decide the effect on the skin. So considering these facts, I think it's more reasonable to do quarterly favorites instead of monthly favorites. Now, let's talk about primers. These are my favorites. One is a Tarte Base Tape Hydrating Primer. The other one is Vaseline Liquid Glass. I'm not talking about this one or that one. I'm talking about the combination. So I use them together. And the combination of these two primers are awesome. Every time I wear these two primers together, my makeup never moves. So I try to use this one or that one. However, when they're separate, they don't perform as well. Just this combination is really, really awesome. This Lancome foundation is my favorite foundation in the last quarter because it's dry winter and my skin is very dry. This Lancome foundation is very hydrating, even though it does not have a full coverage, but if you layer it out, you can still reach a pretty good coverage. This is the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear foundation. I really like this one. It really carried me through winter very, very well. I feel very grateful that I found it. By the way, these two primers are the ones I received from Boxycharm Premium Box. Today, most of the products I'm going to talk about are from Boxycharm boxes, but I do have a few ones that didn't come, that I actually purchased myself. I didn't get from the boxes, like the Lancome foundation. I totally bought it myself. The next one is this ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. It's hydrating, so I like it because I have dry skin, right? And this one is a perfect color to highlight my under eye area. It's not really a good concealer to do conceal. Like if I have pimple here, then it's difficult to use this one to conceal because it's too light. However, if I need a concealer to highlight my under eye area, this one is perfect. It does sometimes give me, like, exaggerates my texture sometimes, but it does not always happen. I think it only happens when my skin is super, super dry. One way or another, this has been my go-to concealer over the last quarter. I really like this concealer. And I think that this one's pretty affordable too, considering other products that I'm gonna talk about today. I don't remember how much it was, but I think it's less than $10. I didn't come across any single bronzer that I really liked this quarter. Maybe because I didn't intentionally try single bronzers. However, I did receive a couple of palettes from Boxycharm boxes that I really like, and they have bronzers that I reach for all the time. The first one is this CoverFX Perfector Face Palette, which has a bronzer right here. It's really, really awesome. It's the right color for me, and I really like this color. It performs very well too, blends super well, and really pigmented. Well, I guess you don't want a bronzer to be super pigmented, but it has no pigmentation at all. But this one is like a perfect. I also really like this highlighter as well. If you want that kind of a glowy type of a highlighting effect, this one is the one. The second palette is this Tarte Clay Play Face Shaping Palette. So actually, I only use the two shades in this palette, which are these two bronzers right here. They're the right color for me, and they're just like the CoverFX palette. So the formula is really good, really blendable, and the pigmentation is just right. So these two face palettes are the ones that I've reached out the most. I think the CoverFX is more than this Tarte palette. Next are blushes. Of course, I like these Hourglass blushes the most. Before that, I always reached for my Milani Baked Blush. But after I got these Hourglass blushes, they totally went out. They are so awesome. Because I have 2 premium box subscriptions, so I did receive 2 Hourglass blushes. And oh, by the way, these are the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush. That's a real name. And I have 2 different shades. One is this Diffuse the Heat, which is a pink color. I know that looks like a red with a white strips on it, but it's actually a very nice pink color. I have it on today. The other one is called Dim Infusion, so it's more like a pink peachy color. This one is really nice too. These are totally my favorite blushes so far, not just in last quarter, but I think in my makeup life, these are my favorite. I have never had any blushes better than these. But these are expensive too. I think each of them are like $40 per piece. So yeah. For highlighter, of course, I have to say it's this Becca Champagne Pop. I think this one's called Becca Shimmery Skin Perfector. This shade is super awesome. See, it's a perfect highlighting color for me, and it's that kind of a highlighter that give you the glowy effect rather than glittery, shimmery, that kind of a effect. I think I also have another one called, I think that's called Vanilla Quartz or something. I don't remember, but that one is more like glittery. It does not give the glowy type of effect like this one. So this is totally my favorite. I think I received this one. No, I didn't receive it. I swamped it. So we got this one from November base box from Boxycharm. But I didn't receive this one. I received the Dose of Color lipstick, which is in the a very red color. I really like the formula. However, that color is like very difficult to use. Then I swamped this highlighter and I really like it. Now let's talk about the eyeshadow palettes. Then I have to say these are my favorites. Let's first talk about this Dose of Color Hidden Treasure palette. So Dose of Color has very good formula. No doubt about that. But this one is really pretty. So it's a neutral toned eyeshadow palette. It's like everyday type of palette, and you can create a lot of different eye looks with it. Especially because it has many beautiful shimmery colors. So with a combination of these matte browns, you can create a lot of good, beautiful eye looks with this palette. I really like this one, and every eye look would turn out relatively neutral, so it's very good. This Too Faced Palm Springs Dreams palette is more fun. So it also has quite some mattes, like neutral tone mattes in there, so you can create a neutral look. And with the shimmery colors, you kind of can create a similar eye looks, just like that Hidden Treasure, Dose of Color Hidden Treasure palette. However, this one also has some fun colors in there, so it really gives you a wider range to create eye looks. I know some people don't really like this palette because they think the formula is not good. However, I've been having good luck with this palette. I don't know if some people just received a particularly bad palette and I received a good one, that I don't know. But I think the formula of this palette is better than some other Too Faced palettes, like the semi-sweet chocolate palette. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that one, but this one's good. This one's totally better than that one. Now, eyeliner. So I really like this Hankin Harry Blickety Black Long Wear Liquid Eyeliner. I really like this one. This is my, if I think of eyeliner, then I would go for it. So I know some people don't like it because it's not super black, and if you have a lot of texture on your eyelid, then it tends to crease a little. But in my case, it's been pretty good. I do realize the creasing a tiny little bit. I think that's still in the acceptable range, at least for me. So I still reach for this eyeliner a lot. Then I'm gonna say that again. It's gonna sound funny, because One of the reasons that I really like this liner is because it washes off easily. It does not, so I don't have to rub on my eyelid really hard to get it off. Then every time I do that, I always feel like I'm rubbing my eyelash off, considering I don't have many eyelash left already, so I really don't want that to happen. So that's why I really like this liner. I don't have to rub very hard. You know what I mean? Even though this eyeliner is not a super black, and I do need to go in like a few times to get the intensity that I want, but I still like it because it washes off easily. And you know, it's a Brussels tip, which I like. So I'm the person cannot do makeup looks without lashes because my lashes are pathetic, literally pathetic. They're long but they're sparse, and it's like it's very difficult to curl them up so they're just like straightforward. I'm not very sure how to fix that. I tried different ways, but nothing worked for them. That's why I always wear lash extensions, and my favorite lashes are these Lily Seal lashes. I think these were particularly made for Boxycharm because it has Boxycharm right here. So, but anyways, I think they are fantastic. I really like them. Every time I wear these lashes, my eye look always turn out very awesome. So today I'm actually having them on. That's why it's empty. Now, lipsticks. So honestly, I don't think I had my favorite lipstick in the past quarter because but I'm still gonna show you the lipstick that I reached for the most, which is this IBY Beauty. It's their Feather Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Flirt. I picked this one as my favorite because I did reach for it a lot, like again and again because of this color. See, this is a like a pinkish nude color. The color is very wearable, and you can wear it in with any makeup look pretty much. You can also wear it in a daily basis, not like some red colors. You don't wanna wear those to work, right? So yeah, that's why I really like this one and I reach for it a lot. However, the problem is it's not my favorite formula. It's a little bit sticky in the way you apply. It feels like it's a little bit patchy, like the coverage is not perfect. You have to apply like a couple of layers to make sure that the completely covers your lips. The other problem is it's drying. It's not like Dose of a Color formula. I think Dose of a Color formula is not drying. It's matte, but relatively on the hydrating side. I'm not saying it's matte hydrating lipstick, but at least it does not dry your lips and exaggerate the texture. But this one, yeah, this one does. That's why I really like the Dose of a Color formula. I think that's my favorite formula. However, because the color I have is like a red color, so I don't reach for it, like never. I also have a gloss to show you, which is this Becca Glow Gloss. This one is in the shade, I think it's also in the shade Champagne Cream. It's in the shade Champagne Cream. So this is my favorite formula. It's some glosses are very sticky when you talk, and then it's like the street, like yeah, it's really disgusting. But this one does not do that. And also, I like the scent. It's like minty type of scent. I really like this one. Mostly because of the formula. I know a lot of glosses smell like mint. Like I believe the iconic London gloss smells like mint, and also the Milani gloss also smells like mint. But yeah, but I really like this formula. It's my all-time favorite formula. I think this month Boxycharm base box also has this gloss as a variation, but this time it comes in multiple shades. I don't know which one they're actually giving out. Based on what I saw, I think they are giving out a lot of shades. I really hope that I'm gonna get another one, better than this shade. Next thing is a little bit funny. It's not makeup or skincare, but it's makeup related, which is this brush cleaner from Authentica. So honestly, this is the very first brush cleaner that I ever used. Before, I always used my handmade liquid soap to wash my brushes, and it worked pretty well. But at some point, I don't know what kind of brushes those were. My handmade soap didn't wash those brushes very well. It's like after the brushes washed, then the bristles went together, and it's difficult to blend when I do eyeshadows. So yeah, that's why I didn't know what to do with that. Then at that point, I got this brush cleaner, and it resolved the problem. It's just super awesome. It cleans the brushes very well, and I think it's gentle because it's very easy to rinse off. And after washing, the brushes are very clean, and the bristles feel awesome. So that's why I really like this brush cleaner, and I think it deserves a shout out. Next, I have 3 skincare products before we end this video. The first one is this Dr. Brandt Hydrobiotic Recovery Sleeping Mask. Honestly, I don't know why people don't talk about this sleeping mask a lot, because it works. It's like super awesome. At least for me, it's like it only takes like a couple of days before you can see the effect. Honestly, at the beginning, I didn't even realize it was this sleeping mask. I just realized every morning when I got up, my skin always looked fantastic. Until the time I decided to take this sleeping mask off for a few days, then my skin stopped looking like that. Then I realized, oh, it's actually this sleeping mask. This time I had to try some other sleeping masks, but I didn't really enjoy. So eventually I came back to this sleeping mask. It only took like a couple of days before I feel the smoothness on my skin. It's crazy. So I think it's really underrated. We need to talk about this product more. The second product is this Glow Recipe Watermelon Pink Juice Moisturizer. It smells fantastic. Oh my god, it smells like fresh watermelon. It's so awesome. I really like the smell, but most important, it's very hydrating. So I think it's better than a lot of water creams that I use, even compared to the Sunny Riley Tidal whatever enzyme water cream. I think this one is totally better than that one, even though I think this one is cheaper, I believe. Yeah, because the Sunny Riley water cream is like $65, but this one I think is $39 or something. I think Glow Recipe has very good products, and I tried several products from them, but I have to say this product is my favorite among all the Glow Recipe products that I have tried. It also fixes my breakouts like instantly. If I have a breakout somewhere, then I just apply a little bit of the thing on it, then it's fixed. Last but not least is this Kypris Antioxidant Dew Serum. It's really awesome. I think this one retails for $90. So it does have a weird smell to it. It's like chemical smell, but I don't know what exactly that is. However, this one is super hydrating. I remember it was a time I had a very bad breakouts. Then I started using this serum. It only took like a couple of days before I could see good effect of this serum. Then after a week, my breakouts was pretty much completely fixed. Even though, so I did feel very weird about this product is that when my skin was very dry and I applied this product, then I felt some like a tingly sensation for like a couple of minutes before it's gone. So I don't know what's going on, but it totally fixed my breakouts when I had my worst breakouts ever back in early December. I think this one is really good. And also during the time I used this product, I never had any breakout problem. So these are my favorites in the last quarter. I will have a makeup tutorial coming up very soon using my favorite products in the last quarter. So if you are interested in seeing me play with those makeup products, then Please stay tuned. So this concludes this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please consider subscribe to my channel. I do a lot of beauty box unboxing, try-on videos, makeup tutorials, beauty products review videos, and sometimes I do DIYs. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.